Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Destination Uri, once again for having us this week. I just want to give a quick mention again to Jerry and his community in Drumlane, and we're all thinking of you, Jerry. If you need anything, you know where we are. This week we have a few shout outs. The first one is for one of our committee members, Nathan O'Keefe. Nathan this month got engaged to his partner Karen. And he probably thought we forgot, but we've been so busy, Nathan. Congratulations. We're absolutely delighted for you, Nathan, and can't wait till you set your date and enjoy your celebrations. The second shout out we have is to Peter and Ivy Macaleevy, and they've been married 45 years today. And many happy congratulations to both of you. We'll see you on Saturday for our trip away, and enjoy the rest of your evening. We have Respect started last week with ourselves for the boys over in the Carniford Playing Park, and we have 20 people registered with it, so we're full to capacity at the moment because we can't take anyone else with a COVID situation. But the boys are delighted to have Martin and his gang back down again, and just to remind everybody who is registered to take their COVID forms back with them again this week, and we'll see you at 5 o'clock on Monday, so that's still 5 to half 6 for the next 3 weeks. We're also starting next Thursday. We've come up with an idea. Just instead of just doing it for the boys, we have a multi-sports days for girls, and it is called Just Girls, and it starts Thursday, and it'll be on for 4 weeks. It's free. All you have to do is register either with Respect or ourselves, and it's on from Thursdays 5 to 6:30, and it starts on the 13th of August, and the age limit is from 10 up. There's spot prizes, and also on the final night we'll be having a pizza party, and it's also 20 spaces as well due to COVID safety. Anybody wants to register, just private mail the page, or if you give Martin Connell a wee shout as well, he's on the Respect Facebook page. We also were delighted last Friday to receive word that we had received funding from 2 different agencies. The first funding we were awarded was for Empowering Ballinacraig, and it was for £1,995. And we're delighted with this funding, and the reason for that is because we're working alongside Paddy, Amy and his gang on the 3 ways, and we'll be bringing in Respect, and it's for men. And as well as the men, we're having a Women's Empowering Day, and it should be happening in the Canal Court sometime in the near future, where we've got relaxation tips. We've got Gym Guru coming in, and we've got Jennifer McMahon, Chill for Health. She'll be coming in and telling us different ways about how to relax and different situations that we find ourselves in as women. We also got the second award was for Embracing Diversity in Ballinacraig, and it was for £1,500. And what we plan to do with that is have a multicultural day. Now, obviously, because of restrictions, we're not sure where that will happen, but we're hoping it'll happen before Christmas. And what's going to happen at that day is we're going to have food tasting from all around the world. We're going to have the hall decorated in all different colours of maps, flags from all around the world. We're going to have maps indicating where people have been. We're going to have fun and games as well. And we will be welcoming people from other nationalities and different cultural backgrounds to help us organise this and see what way we can bring it forward to reach out. We just mentioned then this Sunday we are having a fun day. It's a half a day, actually. It's from 2 to 4, and it's in Flagstaff Court on the Green. And what we'll be doing is planting seeds. It's all different seeds. It's spring onions and sunflower seeds, some flowers. And we're inviting everybody, if they'd like to come along, just to give the page a wee message, just to let us know you're coming, so we can have the registration forms ready. And that's this Sunday from 2 to 4. And I just want to give a wee mention to Martin's Lane, who had shared in their goodie bags with us to make this fun day happen. We also have a few spot prizes and a few games and activities. It's just for a few hours to keep the kids out of the house. It's supposed to be a good day, so if there is sun, just remember your sunscreen, but just text the page and let us know you're coming, obviously, for our registration forms. Also on the Warrenpoint Road, just again mention this week that there is still roadworks. Parts of it are quite dangerous, and there are stop and go lights on the main old Warrenpoint Road between Dara Park and Oaklands. please, the speed limit there is 30, but we'd ask everybody just to slow down, maybe to 5 or 10 miles an hour. It's plenty at the moment down there because there are holes in the road all along the road there. We're fighting that the bins are starting to be emptied again along the road. Dara Park and Oaklands were affected, but we're fighting now that it's further on down, which is Greenwood Drive, and further on down would be part of Warren Point's constitution. But it's, if anybody has any problems with getting their bins emptied, if they contact us, we can point them in the right direction, whether it's Newry or Warren Point offices, we'll let you know. Next week we have planned another day for the kids, and it is kite making. We've never had this before, and again, Martin's Lane had contacted us and advised us to go ahead with this. We're not sure what day it is, but we're hoping to get the date tonight, and we will put it on the page. The kids, it'll probably be 30 kids, will be making their own kites, decorating them, painting them, all sorts of glitter, wherever they want to put on them. And a man called George will be there to assist with decorating the kites and showing them also how to fly them. So just keep an eye on the page for the dates for that. Very sad news on Tuesday night. There was a burglary in Flagstaff Court. The resident was absolutely devastated. They took a small sum of money and they had broken a TV and the child's PlayStation also. They tried to take it, but we think that they might have been disturbed. So we're just giving a shout out to everybody just to remind them, please, please keep your doors and windows locked. If you're in or out, keep them locked. These people are, if they're going to get in, they're going to get in, and take extra security as well when it starts to get dark now coming into the autumn. And our thoughts as well with the young person who was burgled. We know it's a difficult time, but we're here for you whenever you need us. We have Marie-clare back this week with her sports roundup, and she's going to give us the lowdown on Cleary Celtic and the Shamrocks.
Hi folks, and welcome to another sports roundup for the Ballinacraig area. We will start with Cleary Celtic this week. They had a friendly match against Newry City Reserves, 1-4-1, which was a great win for them and getting themselves ready for the league that's going to start up soon. Last man starting, all the money's in, so well done to the winners, and a special shout out to Marco, who puts his heart and soul into running that last man starting. I'd say it's probably one of the best last man starting in the north of Ireland. Moving on to the Shamrocks, both the hurling and footballers are off to a great start with the league. A great win for the senior footballers last Friday night against Saville. They have a game on tonight, and then the championship starts next Thursday night against Addy Call. So good luck to you for that, boys. You can do it. All the underage has started back with their leagues and training and all that, and I'm sure the parents are delighted to have the kids back on the pitch, and I'm sure the kids are delighted to be back on the pitch. If you can keep up with the social distancing and hand sanitizing and following the coaches' instructions, that would be great, thanks. Again, the lotto wasn't won this week and there was no match threes. So again, if you want to buy a lotto ticket, they're in the usual places of the Pointside Filling Station, the club itself, Morris McCabot's Bureau, and Curtis's Butchers, just at the side of the market. Or if you want to get in contact with any member of the Ballinacraig committee, we'll certainly get it booked to you and get that done. We had Respect down in the park on Monday with 17 kids all playing, having fun. Again, social distancing and guidelines were followed. We have a girls program starting up now as well. So any girls in the area, it's not just football. There'll be other activities. It's all about team building, having fun and all the rest. So if you want your name put down, again, get in contact with anyone in the committee and we'll get you registered for that. That's all we have for you this week. So back to you, Carla.
Thanks very, very much, Marie-clare. Yes, you're right. My own son started back at his training in Gaelic and both soccer this week, and we were delighted to get him back, as was he, to see all his teammates. But the Shamrocks have been absolutely fantastic with their social distancing and hand sanitizers everywhere. So well done, Shamrocks. This week we have a very special interview with a very, very, very special young lady. I went to visit Kiva last night, and we had a little bit of a chat about her music success and her career and the career ahead of her. So I'm going to play the interview for you now. You can have a wee listen, and well done, Kiva. So tonight for Destination, I'm here with one of our local superstars. She lives in the Ballinacraig area. She's from Hensey Park, and it's Ivy Macaleevy. Kiva is a daughter of Eugene and Kathy Macaleevy, who's well known in the area. Kiva has made a very successful career of her in the music industry, and we're just going to ask Kiva a few questions. Kiva, thanks very much for having myself tonight.
No problem.
And we'll just run through a wee bit of what's happening at the minute, and I believe you have a bit of an announcement to make, what you're delighted to make on Destination Uri.
Yeah, first time.
Kiva, tell us a bit about where you were brought up, and I know you were brought up in the Ballinacraig area, and you lived here all your life.
Yeah, Hensey Park always.
And it's very close community, and also your family and all live close.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then it was only really when you were 14 then you learned how to play guitar.
Yeah, well, I went to a concert and I was like, I really want to learn guitar, so Mum took me and paid for guitar lessons, and I started learning. Yeah, I picked it up really quick. It was the only thing I really stuck to be honest.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, because we could see, over the years that we got wee bit of reflections of your singing and your music career. You could tell it was always building, but it was when you went to university then that your whole music career changed.
Yeah, well, I did like bits and bobs before that, and then I didn't really have the confidence. So when I moved to Manchester, I moved with two other girls from Uri, Sarah Louise and Neve, and I had them, and we always did a lot of music together. And I went to BIM, it was a private music school, and everybody was just music in the head. So I would like play in different bands, and like I did all different types of music lessons, like theory and business and things like that there. So I got a lot of insight, and it helped me, yeah. And then it wasn't until I moved home where I started releasing my own songs.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And there was one thing, Kiva, I do remember, and it was a few years ago. Yourself and a couple of girls were in a taxi.
Oh, yes. I thought you were going to bring up something else.
No. This was a taxi where there was you and another couple of girls, and you were singing. This taxi man comes to Uri and picks up local artists, and you sort of singing in his taxi.
Yeah.
But that's whenever I sort of noticed you. Did you find that?
Yeah, Maxi Taxi, that was in Dundalk. He did a video with David Keenan, and then he got big in that. So someone had wrote into him about us, and it was me and the two girls that I actually moved to Manchester with, Neve and Sarah Louise.
They were in the taxi with you?
Yeah, Neve McCoy and Sarah Louise McCall. And we just did a mashup. I remember us thinking it was so embarrassing. Then we went to uni and everyone found it and all, but it went viral, so it was good.
It was fantastic.
Likes,
it was brilliant. It was so natural, and it was great to see one of the locals.
It was so fun for us. We didn't even
great crack.
We didn't even think. Yeah,
that's what it was all about.
We all just stayed up in Neve's house and just
brilliant. And then you went to work. So developing on your music career, you went to work in Cobbles.
Oh.
And then they had the live bands.
Yes, they always had live music. I'd work there all through the week. Like, it was my full-time job, and they all young, old bands, solo artists, everything. And I always was like, oh, I really wish that was me. Like, how do I start? Like, what do I do? And I broke my shoulder at the start of last year. So I had 8 weeks off work, and I just sat in my room, and I was like, I'm going to record a song. So I did it all myself and like produced it, and it came out. And that's when the manager of Cobbles was like, I didn't know you sang, Glenn.
Right.
And he was like, go on, I'll give you a gig. And he like encouraged me, and then I had my first gig in Cobbles, and yeah.
Was that your first time singing in front of like an audience?
Well, it was my first time on my own. I did like Sarah Louise is playing like Gorilla in Manchester and all, and I did backing vocals for her, so that was quite a big venue. So like the spotlight wasn't on me, so it wasn't as awkward.
Yeah.
But then even though it was just a few people in Cobbles, I was still scared. But that was my first time ever singing like by myself in front of people.
Was that your own song that you sang that night as well?
Yeah, I sang about 10 songs, and I sang Old Lover, my first single.
Yeah.
I
was reading a bit about your Old Lover. There's lovely lyrics in it. Is that something to do with your life that you wrote that, or was it just
Old Lover or Lonely Night? Which
Old
one
Lover,
was it?
the Old Lover.
Old Lover. Oh, I just wrote it. It's just a song about an old lover.
Yeah. But not necessarily yours.
No, not necessarily mine, yeah.
And then whenever you done your gig in Cobbles, then that obviously made you a bit more confident. You went to Brass Monkey for your resident.
Brass Monkey, I got a residency there, and I think I played every Sunday for like a year. So that's, I don't know what, 52 gigs. And then on top of that, I got like gigs in Belfast and Banbridge, and it just started getting more popular, and I was booking out and everything, and it was so good, and like it was just like getting so good, and then coronavirus came.
Yeah. Well, I know from like my friends and my circle of friends and my family that they would have seen where Kiva was playing, and then well, that's where we'll go tonight. Because that's where the crack and the music was. We're obviously heavily influenced in Uri. Then you were in Banbridge and Belfast also.
Yeah.
Doing gigs on your own.
Yeah, just on my own, me and my guitar set up. Just cover gigs, and then I play a few of my own songs as well.
Brilliant, fantastic. Must feel so good though, doing your own songs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like when I went to Canada for 2 months last year, and I just sang all my own songs because nobody really knew me anyway.
Yeah.
And it was so good, you know.
Yes, I remember seeing you actually on I think it was maybe the Snapchat Michaela or something.
Probably,
yeah. And I knew then you were singing in bars there, so I knew this girl confidence soaring.
Oh, it got so much better, yeah, I couldn't believe it.
So then back to Northern Ireland, and you entered Battle of the Bands, the first competition that you entered.
Yeah, the first one, the first Battle of the Bands in the Pavilion.
And there was hundreds in for it then, UK and Ireland.
No, that was the second one. This one was just Ireland. So this was a live one down in the Pavilion.
Okay.
And there was like 6 heats of like 6 people or something like that. And I got through the first round. I was the only solo artist to get through. And then I didn't make it through the second. I didn't make it through the final, and but the winners were so good. But that kind of like, that was the first time I ever sang any of my own songs in like a competition or anything. And I got some good feedback, and that's where I met my manager. So
you met your manager at the Battle of the Band, and tell me what happened. He approached you, obviously.
Yes, give me his card, and he was like, if you want to chat, any meeting about music or anything, let me know. And I was thinking about it, and then like I had such a buzz from doing that Battle of the Bands anyway, so I was like, I'll give it a go. And then that was in November, and then a few months later, the next year, the start of this year. My God, it feels like so long ago.
Years.
The start of this year, then we had a meeting and got to talking, and then we started making Lonely Night. Yeah.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So then Kiva popped up on my Facebook page that Kathy, your mummy, had shared, please vote for my Kiva. So obviously the whole entire New York City got in on this. Let's vote for Kiva. So we knew that there was a lot of good bands in that, and we're all rooting for you.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're done absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Fantastic. What was it like to enter that competition? Did you have any were you talking to other bands, or
no? So because it was supposed to be live, but because of coronavirus, it was all virtual. So it actually was the Music Capital radio station. They would play out our singles every night and be like, vote for your favorite song. And it was Old Lover that I'd entered in. So, and there was like people from like England and Scotland and everything, and there was some really good songs because I listened to most of them. And I got through the first round, and then I just didn't even think of the final. I was like, the first round's good enough for me. Like, there's no way I would even get to the final. But then, one with like, we ended up winning with like over 1,000 votes.
Fantastic. And how did you hear word that time that you won?
Oh, I was sitting in here, and I had won, and I just seen the
that time that you won.
Oh, I was sitting in here, and I had won, and I just seen the post, and I was like, what? Oh my god. And next minute, like, all my friends busted through the door with champagne and all. And they scared the life out of me. I was just sitting in my pajamas, and I was like,
is this real?
Yeah, I didn't know, and I was like, it was so good. Because, like, you forget, like, to celebrate everything. Like, it doesn't matter how small it is. That's so big for me, because, like, this time last year I wouldn't have done anything, you know.
Brilliant.
So I was really happy. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. And because I always remember you're a twin.
Oh yes.
So I always remember you were the quietest one.
So?
were you know, you sort of remember the other Macaleevys, but then there was wee Kiva coming along, and now Kiva, we're in the presence of a superstar here at the minute.
Oh, I wouldn't say so.
Kiva, tell me this now. So we're going to release a wee bit of breaking news here for Destination Uri, and this is fabulous news. And I'm delighted that Kiva can announce it with ourselves. Kiva, I'm going to let you do the breaking news.
Yeah, so this is the first time, but on the 4th of July next year, I'm going to be supporting Gloria Gaynor in St. Column's Park in Derry. Yeah, it's going to be big. She's won like 2 Grammys, has so many hits. So
and everyone knows Gloria Gaynor, you know.
Yeah. So it'll bring the old and the young together.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously you get to meet Gloria, and
oh yeah, probably
fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You've been playing before her.
I know.
So what do you think? What do you think your future holds? Are we going to be looking back at this video in years to come and saying, "Oh, I interviewed Ivy Macaleevy"?
Oh, we can only dream. Yeah, I hope. I don't know. Like, I'll just keep going. Like, the more I do, like, the more opportunities I'm getting. Like, the small and the big. Like, everything's just going so good at the minute. So
yeah,
I'll just keep going.
Uri has some very famous artists. Like, you have the 4 of us. You have the bands obviously playing the weddings, you know, and with our own locals like Danny Dorn and stuff like that. But Kiva, you're doing absolutely amazing. And from me and the community, we want to say we are so super proud of you and delighted to be living in the same community as you. And we hope for all your aspirations and dreams to come true.
Oh, thank you.
But we're delighted. So and just to reiterate there that Kiva will be playing with Gloria Gaynor next year in Derry, and fingers crossed, we'll get our tickets.
Get your tickets, yeah. They're on sale now, actually. They've went on sale, so
if they're looking for tickets, Kiva, do you know where? Is it online?
Yeah, they're actually online. You can find them on my Facebook page, or it's for her I Will Survive 2021 tour. So
Kiva, just let the folks know then, what is your Facebook page?
Keeve, Ceev.
And why did you, just one right here, why did you cut your name down to Keeve?
When I went to Manchester, I did a project. It was a music project about like developing yourself as a musician, and like, I didn't think anything was going to come of it, but I did it, and I was like, oh, I'll do Keeve, because everyone in Manchester forgot my name. They were calling me like keyboard and chicken cake and kiwi, like everything you can think of. So I was like, I'll cut it in half and Keeve, but it's still really not getting the point across. CV, I'm getting a lot of CV and some things, but you know, Keeve is there, and it's just
so if anybody
for Kiva,
if they want to follow you, then that's obviously we'll put the link up as well on Destination Uri. And again, thank you so much, Kiva, for having us, and we can't wait to see how your future holds out.
No problem.
Well done.
Thanks for having me.
So what a girl, absolutely amazing. She's a stunning girl, and she's personality to go with it, and we're delighted to reveal tonight that she will be backing up Gloria Gaynor next year, the 4th of July, as she said. And if you need to contact her about tickets, it's CEV is her name. And Kiva, again, just congratulations, and we wish you all the very, very best for your music career. You're going to soar. So just to finish off the show, we are going to have Kiva's hit, and it is Lonely Nights. I think if you can get that up, we're going to play out that. So that's all from me, and thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week.
Hi, I'm Keeve, and this is Lonely Night. Running through a forest, and I'm afraid to make a sound. A million eyes are staring at me, but I'm the only one around. and everything has changed. Will I be home before the night? This ain't the way. Here we go again. Will I be home by morning light? 'Cause I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Oh, lonely night, I'm running. Can you get me through the dark? It's nearly morning, and I've known her from the start. And I've known her from the start. Do you hear the whispers of my own breaking out? There's no such thing as silent whispers. I'm the only one around. Still everything has changed. Will I be home before the night? This ain't the way. Still not the way. And here we go again. Will I be home by morning light? 'Cause I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. Oh, lonely night, I'm running. Can you get me through the dark? It's nearly morning. Known her from the start, and I've known her from birth. Oh, lonely night, I'm running. Can you get me through the dark? It's nearly morning. Known her from the start, and I've known her from birth. Lonely night, oh lonely night, oh lonely night, lonely, lonely, oh lonely night, oh lonely night, lonely night, lonely, lonely, oh lonely night. I'm running. Can you get me through the dark? It's nearly morning. I've known her from the start, and I've known her from the start. Lonely night, I'm running. Can you get me through the dark? It's nearly morning. Known her from the start, and I've known her from the known her from the start, and I've known her from the start, and I've known her from the and I've known her from the known her from the. Thank you. Thanks very much.